While the world is still recovering from the shock of Pulwama terror attack, Pakistan-sponsored terrorists launched a fresh attack on Indian CRPF personnel in Anantnag this week. The terrorists, who work on the commands of their leaders from Pakistan, once again targeted the Indian security forces and launched a cowardly attack on Indian paramilitary force, leaving 5 CRPF personnel martyred. The attack, which has been claimed by Al-Umar Mujahideen, a pro-Pakistan terrorist group, once again exposes Pakistan's incompetency in launching an effective crackdown against terrorists who are working under its asylum. Readers across the world possess great concern over the issue of Pakistan's state-sponsored terrorism. Therefore, in an ongoing summit in Bishkek, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi raised the issue of cross-border terrorism emanating from Pakistan, while reiterating that Pakistan needs to create terror-free environment in order to maintain peace in the region. Here's a report.
Terrorists from Pakistan launched a dastardly terror attack in Anantnag district of Kashmir this week, killing 5 CRPF personnel who were deployed on picket duty in the region. This is the first big attack on the Indian security forces since the February 14 suicide bombing in Pulwama. The attack, although has been claimed by a lesser-known terror outfit, Al-Umar Mujahideen, but various reports also suggest Jaish Mohammed's hand into it. One terrorist was also gunned down by the Indian security forces during the encounter, which broke out in retaliation to the attack. Indian intelligence agencies claim that the terrorist gunned down during the attack is a Pakistani national who had his affiliations to Jaish-e-Mohammed.
We need to compliment the CRPF for having retaliated properly to the attack which took place on a crowded street in Anantnag. When an attack takes place on a crowded street, the advantage is always with the attacker, in this case the terrorist who came in a car and also on a motorcycle. So therefore, losses by CRPF had to be there because the surprise element was with the terrorist. But the brave CRPF personnel have been able to eliminate one terrorist while one is run away. But what is more important is we must understand that this battle against terrorism is going to continue for some time. Just yesterday, there was another encounter in which one terrorist was eliminated in Sopore. And almost every day, 1 to 2 terrorists are being eliminated. But that still is not reducing the level of violence as far as Kashmir Valley is concerned. So as far as battle against terrorism is concerned, it is going to be a long haul, and we have to be ready for a long-drawn battle against terrorism.
It's well known that Pakistan-based terror groups adopt new alliances in order to evade international sanctions. For example, Lashkar-e-Taiba, jamaat-ud-dawa and Falai-e-Insaniyat Foundation are all the same organization headed by proscribed terrorist Hafiz Saeed. But every time a new alliance is created, much bureaucratic effort is expended on establishing its link to the original terror group. This not only provides the terror outfit room to continue its operations under the new name, but also gives the Pakistani establishment reason to legally withhold action against the group. This back-end support to terror outfits by Pakistan establishment has drawn sharp criticism from many global leaders. As India is one of the major victims of terrorism, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while attending the Shanghai Cooperation meeting in Bishkek, launched sharp criticism on countries who support and finance terrorism and ascertained that such countries should hold accountability for their actions.
पिछले रविवार श्रीलंका की अपनी यात्रा के दौरान मैं सेंट एंटनी में एक चर्च गया था। वहां मुझे आतंकवाद के उस दिनों ने चेहरे का स्मरण हुआ जो हर कहीं कभी भी प्रकट होकर रोज मासूमों की जान लेता है। इस खतरे से निपटने के लिए सभी मानवतावादी ताकतों को अपने अपने संकीर्ण दायरे से निकलकर एकजुट हो जाना चाहिए। आतंकवाद को प्रोत्साहन, समर्थन और वित्त प्रदान करने वाले राष्ट्रों को जिम्मेदार ठहराना जरूरी है। एससीओ सदस्यों को आतंकवाद का सफाया करने के लिए एससीओ रेड्स के तहत सहयोग की पूरी क्षमता का इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए। भारत आतंकवाद से निपटने के लिए एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर के सम्मेलन का आह्वान करता है।
The Shanghai Cooperation Summit also saw a brief bilateral meeting between Chinese President Xi Jinping and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The two leaders had a brief discussion on Pakistan-India talks wherein Modi raised the issue of cross-border terrorism emanating from Pakistan and highlighted that Pakistan has failed in creating an atmosphere of trust. He also added that India expects concrete action by Islamabad to create a terror-free environment for the resumption of dialogue. The bilateral talk between the two leaders holds significance because China is an all-season ally of Pakistan and the two countries need to have an understanding on counter-terrorism plans in order to maintain a terror-free environment in Asian subcontinent.
The Prime Minister recalled that he has made efforts in this regard and these efforts have been derailed. The Prime Minister did inform President Xi Jinping that Pakistan needs to create an atmosphere free of terrorism, and that at this stage we did not see this as happening as yet, and that therefore we expect Pakistan to take concrete action on the issues that India has proposed, in the areas of concern that we have flagged to Pakistan, that Pakistan should take concrete action in this regard.
The Shanghai Cooperation Summit has come in the aftermath of Pulwama and Anantnag terror attacks. Therefore, the countries participating in the summit have unanimously shown their support towards India's fight against terrorism, while Pakistan seemed to be standing isolated among the crowd of peace-loving nations.